Good evening, and welcome to Red's Classic Theater. It may be a jungle out there, but it can't be as bad as the one Arnie's in. Hi, everybody, I'm Red Robinson. Arnold Schwarzenegger stars this week in Predator. The film grossed over $100 million and grossed out critics with its violence. And even though bad reviews have never hurt Arnie's popularity, the same cannot be said for other movie star jocks. We'll have more on that later. Now, Act 1 of Predator. We're featuring Predator this week on Red's Classic Theater. Director John McTiernan wanted the feeling of comradeship between his actors to appear real on the screen. So weeks before filming began, he assembled the crew together in Mexico in a sort of a director's boot camp. Most of them had military backgrounds, he said, but the whole idea was to endure something and conquer it together. What the actors endured was a lot of dirt and sweat and exhaustion and pain. More on this director's boot camp when Red's Classic Theater returns in a moment. Director John McTiernan's boot camp for the actors in Predator was enough to challenge even the endurance of Arnold Schwarzenegger. As Arnold said, we'd get up at 6 a.m., have breakfast, and then run 4 or 5 miles to get in condition. And then it was hours and hours in the jungle, climbing trees, rappelling down ropes, and communicating with hand signals. And then off to the weight room for another hour. And finally, the director would call us together for a rehearsal. I can see why they were probably glad when filming was done. Now let's return to Predator. Hope you're enjoying Predator this week on Red's Classic Theater. Arnold Schwarzenegger is just the latest and perhaps the greatest in a long line of athletes turned actors. Olympic swimmer Johnny Weissmuller found success in the trees playing Tarzan, as did another Olympic athlete, Buster Crabbe. Those making the move from the NFL to the big screen with varying degrees of success include Jim Brown, Fred Williamson, Broadway Joe Namath, and O.J. Simpson. That NFL list also includes Seattle Seahawk washout Brian Bosworth, former Bronco Lyle Alzado, and former Raider Howie Long. We'll have more athlete actors in our next section. And now, let's return to Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger is starring in Predator this week on Red's Classic Theater. Unlike Arnie, who's stuck mostly to the movies, some actors have found new careers in television. Fellow bodybuilder Lou Ferrigno found it's not easy being green when he played the Incredible Hulk. Former Ram star Merlin Olsen played the lead role in Father Murphy. And another former Ram, Fred Dryer, starred for 8 years as Hunter. And I'm sure there are more names that you could add to that list. But right now, back to Predator. We're featuring Predator this week on Red's Classic Theater. Alien invasion films where the aliens are usually unfriendly have been a Hollywood staple for more than 50 years. Among the best of the classics are Howard Hawks' The Thing, George Pal's War of the Worlds, and the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And the big budget films of today like Independence Day, Mars Attacks, Men in Black, and Starship Troopers have more than kept the genre alive. And continuing the series, 20th Century Fox is currently producing Predator 3, and it's due out next year. Now, back to the original. Time to test your trivia knowledge with our weekly quiz. One of the cast members in tonight's movie actually played football for the BC Lions. Can you name him? We'll be back with the answer in just a moment. The answer to this week's movie trivia quiz. Back in the early 1970s, Carl Weathers wore the number 55 and played linebacker in 18 games for the BC Lions Football Club. Now let's return to Predator. Next Sunday night on Red's Classic Theater, fasten your seatbelts for cross-country mayhem. Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLuise, and their band of crazies hit the road again in Cannonball Run 2, our movie next week on Red's Classic Theater. And that wraps up our show for this week. Hope you enjoyed Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator. Say, if you have a location suggestion for us, don't be shy. Pick up the phone and give us the details by calling TV12. We'd love to hear from you. I'll see you tomorrow morning on 650 CI with the Wake Up Club, and next week here on Red's Classic Theater. Thanks for being with us. Good night, everybody. Predator on Red's Classic Theater will continue. Predator on Red's Classic Theater will continue. Predator on Red's Classic Theater will continue. This week on Red's Classic Theater, Arnold Schwarzenegger searches the jungle for a ferocious alien in Predator, Sunday night at 10 here on TV12. Tonight on Red's Classic Theater, Arnold Schwarzenegger searches the jungle for a ferocious alien in Predator, tonight at 10 here on TV12. Predator on Red's Classic Theater, Sunday night at 10. Predator on Red's Classic Theater tonight at 10.